I mean, you know, times change, but the schemes of the wicked are the same. Attack the man. Destroy his credibility. No wise man does everything that the people agree with. If the people were foolish before they met the wise man, how could the fool be in constant agreement with the wise man? Either the wise man is another fool. You didn't understand. If you were not foolish people, you wouldn't be doing foolish things. So if someone comes to lead you, you're not always going to agree with them because wisdom is too high for a fool. So if the fool don't have faith in the wise man, he can't follow the wisdom to get the benefit of the wisdom. Because the fool is always trying to measure the wise man by his foolishness. You didn't hear me? Look, if the scriptures of the Bible says that he would lead the blind by a way the blind knew not. If the blind could see, they wouldn't need nobody to lead them. Follow the light. Ain't gonna run into anything. But if you're blind, don't yank your hand out of the seeing man's hand and say, oh, I don't need you to lead me. You're going wrong. You can't see. Where you taking me? You going wrong. Look. So a man that's leading you has to put up with foolishness. He can't pay no attention to the way you speak. Because you make him angry, he'll let your hand go. And let the blind fool get hit by a truck. Because that's how crazy we are. We attack our friends and love our enemies. All right. Now look at this. If they said the prophet was a madman, and they looked at his condition, he wasn't rich, and they said, well, if he was such a man from God, why aren't treasures sent down from heaven? Why don't he have gardens and trees and pomegranates and all of this stuff? What is he doing looking poor and raggedy like us? Oh, man, he's a messenger of God. What is your conception of a man of God? That he don't put his pants on like you? You don't think men of God eat food? They don't love and have problems? He's a man of God, he ain't supposed to have no problems. Then you don't know anything about the book, the Bible or Quran. All men of God had problems. They had problems in their families. They had problems with their wives. They had problems with their children. The Quran says to Muhammad, among your wives and your children, there's an enemy for you, so be aware of them. So the man had problems, didn't he? How are you going to know he's a man of God? Unless he handles problems well. Then he's a guide for you. See? So how does the enemy work? Break your faith in the man, then we've broken your faith in the truth taught by the man. That's the attack. So there's always something that a man does that you don't understand. Look, I don't understand some things about the old prophets, their actions. How can I understand if I'm not on their level? How can you understand God's work God's way. You're not on his level. Unless he reveals to you and tells you why he does what he does, how would you know? What are you going to judge God with? Your foolish mind? Come on, talk to me. The wisest among us in here, what are you going to judge God with? With what you know? Please. We could take what everybody in this room knows and put it on the head of a common pin, and there would still be room. Because you know nothing. I know nothing compared to the knowledge that is here to be learned. So if God knows it all, how in the heck can you have vision to comprehend his vision? Then if you don't have faith in God, you are lost. Because you cannot follow God's wisdom by your standard of knowledge. Your understanding is so minuscule, so limited, that unless you believe and do good, you will never see the fruit of your faith.